Beginning our Campaign 2014 coverage this afternoon. At Tuesday night's Candidates Forum for the general election, voters had a chance to hear from the people running for several county seats.
Our Campaign 2014 coverage kicks off this afternoon with News 3's Mario Calero.
Brody and Shanae, last year's per capita income in McDonough County was $10,000 below the Illinois statewide average. As Election Day approaches within the next couple of weeks, voters are beginning to ask, where's the money?
We're the fifth poorest county in the state. We can't even think about giving anybody a raise.
Voters were able to ask candidates running for this year's elections about issues plaguing the cash-strapped county. Some positions are running uncontested. On the McDonough County Board, 10 positions, or nearly half of all seats, are on the ballot.
There's a number of committees that do an awful lot of the business, and that needs to be spread out amongst a lot of people.
Several candidates echoed each other on the county's lacking presence online. Self-declared Democrat Bob Smith and software engineer Jared Huffman both stated their ideas on turning cyberspace into a resource for the county.
It wouldn't hurt to have some media on it also.
Such as?
Well, videos.
Online payments is one that could be huge, and a lot of counties do that. It could get revenue in much faster than checks.
The legalization of medical marijuana in Illinois this year prompts the question of where growing centers should be allowed.
Well, we're an agricultural-based county. It will bring economic advantages to the community, and the control issues kind of take care of themselves.
Aging infrastructure in McDonough County is presenting problems for board candidates as well as members who have been serving for a decade, such as Alice Henry.
The bulk of the road money comes from motor fuel tax, and that's a problem that needs to be solved at a higher level than county government.
Well, Henry's right. The inflow of money is largely out of the board's hands. However, the state's gas tax becomes diluted too quickly to make as big an impact as Henry presents. The Chicago Metropolitan Agency for Planning shows the state's 19-cent per gallon tax generated more than $1.2 billion in 2012. Out of that money, only $320 million went to the Illinois Road Fund. Other sources contribute to the road fund, much of it coming from the federal government and private donations. Most of the road budget goes to cover the 31,000 miles of roadway in the Chicago metro area. However, according to a News 3 investigation, only $1.2 million of the motor fuel tax went to McDonough County in 2012. Compare this with the $1 million federal grant for this year's Wigwam Hollow Bridge project and the $35 million in private donations released last week for the final phase of the Macomb Bypass project. While state funding and other issues may not be fixed at the local level, candidates urge McDonough County voters against apathy this November.
It's too bad we don't have 500 people here. If we're going to get if we can't get people to show up at a town hall meeting, we've got to get wider participation. And
This sheet contains all the data we collected in preparation for this story. Now, open voting registration is officially closed in Illinois. However, those still interested in voting that are not yet signed up can register during what is known as the grace period registration. They'll have to contact the local board of elections to find out how. Reporting from Studio B, Mario Calero, News 3.
Thanks, Mario. News 3 will have Campaign 2014 coverage from the State Capitol building in Springfield, as well as around McDonough County on Election Day. We will stream live online at news3wiu.com as well as Channel 3 live at 4.